You realize quite quickly there's benefits of you put on the suit and you immediately feel incredibly powerful. And 10 times the size, there's something which there's obvious benefits to it. But then 10 minutes later, you realize if I even slightly exert myself, I'm pouring sweat. And also just to try and figure out how to project a performance through a mask, basically, is kind of, you realize pretty quickly that this is way harder than a normal part. And has its own very, very specific set of complications and kind of, things you have to work out. But also it's interesting, it's kind of, you're very, very reliant on the lighting, very reliant on the director, because you have to learn really, you have a new face, basically. And anything which you could rely on before in terms of performance is just suddenly out the window, and you have to just relearn an entirely different language, which is scary at first, because you feel like you're pushing so hard against the suit, and like nothing's coming through, and then you suddenly realize you can just do tiny little movements, and the iconography of the cowl just can be so much more impactful than anything you could really do with your face in a lot of ways. It's just another part of that, so the handmade nature of everything in this Batman. Like, I like that you can see the construction. It's not like it's alien technology or like repurposed super high-tech military technology. Like, he's built it himself in his basement, basically, and it's just, and you can kind of see that. I mean, and you can see him tinkering away at it, there's something that Batman's always, I think, been quite an accessible superhero, even though he's a billionaire or whatever. There's something, the fact that he's just a guy, I think appeals to a lot of people. And when you kind of get closer and closer to that, and you see that even the Batmobile looks like something he's built himself, and that, if you had the perseverance and the cash, you could build yourself as well. I think it's kind of appealing.
It was great, Rob Alonzo and his whole team are just incredible people. Funny story, I've known Rob Alonzo since I was a kid. He used to teach me Taekwondo when I was 7. So I hadn't seen him in a really long time, and then we came back together here, and I was like, I know you. So we've been training for a very long time. But it was great that, he's really dedicated to it feeling real and feeling messy and feeling accurate. We're not doing things that don't feel possible. I'm not wearing shoes I couldn't walk in. If I couldn't pick somebody up, I won't do it. I think it's really about, he's really concerned about it feeling grounded and real, and being motivated by emotion, and that's really great. I lost my mind. I couldn't believe it when we were shooting a scene, and Matt said, he's like, you're not going to recognize him. And I was like, yeah. And then Colin walked up to set, and I was like, no. I couldn't believe it. And he walked right up to me, and I was looking for Colin in there, and I couldn't see him. I still to this day, actually, because I've only met Colin a few times outside of this film, I feel like I don't know Colin Farrell. I know the Penguin, I know that guy, but I really only know that guy because Colin's a different person. And every once in a while, I would see Colin leaving after work and be like, who's that? It's so crazy what they were able to do. And then also what Colin was able to do, really bring that character to life with his movements, the way he walked, the way he spoke. All of it, I think what he did with Oz was just impeccable.
ジョーカーの衝撃は序章に過ぎなかった。
Let's play a game. What's black and blue and dead all over?
世の中を恐怖で支配する最強の知能犯リドラー。
If you are justice, please do not lie.
I'm here to unmask the truth about this city.
You're part of this too. Am I part of this?
You'll see.
The hell are you supposed to be?
今男の嘘が暴かれる。
If this continues, it won't be long before you've nothing left.
Who are you under there?
What is the price for your blind eye?
I got you! I got you!
ザ・バットマン。
I've been trying to reach you for a